Ebony magazine is a pictorial news magazine. The magazine was published by Chicago-based Johnson Publishing Company. The first issue appeared in November 1945. The magazine was created by John H. Johnson, who modeled his publication after Life magazine. The purpose of Ebony is to celebrate African American life and culture by depicting the achievements of Black Americans. It honored Black identity by portraying Black life, refuting stereotypes, and inspiring readers to overcome racial and other barriers to success.
I got tired of reading about that all the time. I wanted to be happy some of the time. And I thought I wanted a magazine that would not try to do what they were doing, which they do exceedingly well, but a magazine that would deal with the positive things in life. Magazines that would deal with things that people are proud of, with successes. That was so people in one city could see the success of people in another city and would be inspired to do better in their own city. So Ebony is a magazine devoted to making people feel good.
Ebony's first featured articles about notable African Americans such as celebrities and sports figures. And during the late 1950s ran Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s column. In 1957, Ebony magazine invited King to write a monthly column, Advice for a Living. The column was designed for responding to readers' questions about marital infidelity, sexuality, birth control, and other manners, while also tackling issues such as capital punishment, atomic weapons testing, and race relations. King's column reflected his moral and religious convictions and his thoughts on a wide range of issues. In the summer of 1957, King accepted an invitation to write the column from Lerone Bennett Jr., a fellow Morehouse graduate and associate editor of Ebony magazine. In the September 5, 1957 Jet, Ebony's sister magazine released an advertisement for King's advice column. It recommended that readers let the man that led the Montgomery boycott lead you into happier living. Letters immediately flooded Ebony's mailbox, and the already busy Baptist minister began drafting responses to a range of questions. King's advice revealed his evolving attitude on a number of controversial issues. For example, he insisted that God did not approve the death penalty and affirmed that individuals marry, not races. He reassured a boy who asked about his sexual feelings toward other boys. King advised seeing a good psychiatrist. King continued publishing the column until December 1958, when his doctor advised that he limit his commitments following his September 1958 stabbing. By the 1960s, articles supporting the civil rights movement appeared as the magazine provided reliable coverage of the civil rights movement as it unfolded across the United States. Ebony also discussed the increasing opportunities for African Americans, suggested ways to overcome obstacles, and encouraged blacks to exhibit racial pride. Words emphasized continually in the magazine: respect, dignity, pride, recognition, understanding, hope, and inspiration illustrated Johnson's personal and professional philosophy.
I think we played an important role because in the beginning, Martin Luther King Jr. was leading marches from city to city, and the white press were ignoring the marches. So he called up Bob Johnson and said, Bob, you know, they're ignoring us down here. Tell your boss I want him to send you and the best photographer down to cover such and such an event, and it would be helpful if you cover all of the events. So we covered that event, and we covered all of the events. Even when it was very hostile in Mississippi, we would hire a white photographer to go down and take the pictures of the white people, and a black photographer to go down and take pictures of the black people. And then the white photographer and the black photographer would meet at night and exchange views and things. Yeah. So it was very important, and we prided ourselves on going wherever he called us and told us to send.
Ebony occasionally presented works by well-established literary figures such as Langston Hughes and Gwendolyn Brooks. It also frequently published special issues, such as the 1963 100th year commemoration of the Emancipation Proclamation, that highlighted issues deemed particularly relevant to African Americans. The magazine has evolved over the years. In August 2008, the magazine published a special 8-cover edition featuring the 25 coolest brothers of all time. The lineup featured Jay-Z, Barack Obama, Prince, Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Marvin Gaye, Muhammad Ali, and Billy Dee Williams. In 2010, starting an obvious and persistent redesign with an end goal of updating and enlivening an age-old brand. In the past, the magazine was persistently upbeat, much like its generic contemporary life. Ebony always strived to address African American issues, personalities, and interests in a positive and self-affirming manner. In November 2010, the magazine featured a special 65th anniversary edition cover featuring Taraji P. Henson, Samuel L. Jackson, Usher, and Mary J. Blige. A second cover showcased Nia Long on top of a birthday cake, Marilyn Monroe style. Inside that issue were 8 cover recreations from historic and iconic old covers of Ebony. Blair Underwood posed inside, as did Omar Epps and Journey Smollett. Mary J. Blige even made her 1940s style recreation image her Twitter profile picture. This was the beginning. According to National Public Radio, the obvious changes at Ebony. Former White House Secretary Desiree Rogers became the CEO, becoming the latest in a string of management changes in the past 5 years. Zoe Saldana covered the August 2011 issue, and some readers questioned the impact of Black Latina cover star. However, the Avatar actress seemed open to Ebony's new segment, Americans Mixed Black and Hispanic Ancestry. Recent issues question whether President Obama is still right for Black America, and whether biracial Americans need more acknowledgement in today's society. Ebony provided a much-needed national forum for Blacks. Its content centered on Black history, entertainment, business, health, personalities, occupations, and sports. By highlighting accomplishments of Black Americans, the magazine offered its readers new measurement of Black success. It has earned a strong national reputation for its celebration of Black identity and culture. Ebony continues to inspire appreciation of the Black heritage and commemorates and encourages African American contributions to American society. Today, Ebony remains a standard for middle-class African Americans with a circulation in 2010 of 1.1 million.